Today I'm going to give you a thorough look at my experiences with two of the most highly rated cordless bed vacuums. We have the popular FEPPO, which I've owned for 4 months now, and this thing is a workhorse. But then we have the JIGOO with some new and exciting features, and this will be my first time trying that one out. So starting out, let's take a look at both vacuums. Very similar in size. The JIGOO's got a great release for the roller brush so you can clear out any clogs. Nice quality materials all the way around on this vacuum, by the way. Air is expelled on both sides, and this one generates some heat too. The dust cup is completely clear, and I love that. It's got a pre-filter and then a washable foam, and it comes with 2 extra of these foams. No doubt this vacuum looks beautiful, and we'll see how well it performs. And then we have the JIGOO, which I've really been enjoying, but I love a good comparison. These weigh about exactly the same amount. You do need a screwdriver to get to this roller brush, but it looks the same. And I've never had to open this one up, so that's a pretty good sign. This one has 5 UVC lights on the bottom for sanitation and expels air out the sides. Similar canister design, which a lot of these ones have. This one is less opaque than the JIGOO, so we'll see how it affects performance, but it is nice to see what you're picking up. More basic screen on the FEPPO, and there's really only one thing you need to pay attention to. So both of these are 500 watts. With the JIGOO, you can see every single dust particle, and this one offers quite a bit of heat which penetrates into the mattress to help loosen up debris, and you can feel it in your hand. But the number that you're constantly seeing changing on this vacuum is the dust mite index. It starts high when it's picking up a lot of particles, and if you go over the same spot, you will see it go down. That is an incredible feature that wowed me as soon as I started using this, because it allows for a more targeted experience with your cleaning. UVC lights working underneath, but if one of those wheels lifts off the bed, it will turn off, really to protect exposure in your eyes. But overall, this thing is just super easy to handle. Then we've got the workhorse, the FEPPO, that I've been using for months. It's got a nice little green light in the front, and if you were vacuuming a dirty area, you might really like that. Surprisingly, you can still see a lot of the debris being picked up, even though it's not quite as clear. And for the dust mite index on this one, when you see that green bug, it means that the area doesn't have too many dust particles. It's a little bit more basic than it is with the JIGOO. So in that aspect, I have to give the edge to the JIGOO, but this is a really powerful vacuum still, and it technically has more UVC power. So in order to give this a proper test, I vacuumed my king-size mattress first, doing the FEPPO on one side and the JIGOO on the other, trying to follow a similar pattern, but ultimately I kept these two the same amount of time in total. Now keep in mind that I regularly clean our mattresses. Nonetheless, I saw quite a bit of dust particles, skin particles, whatever, you name it, some hair. And if anything, the JIGOO may have picked up slightly more. But to be honest, it was too close to call, so next up I had to go to my kids' rooms, which we also do since it's bedsheet day, and toddlers are just dirty. Plain and simple. So I did a quick little 5-minute cleaning, not even, and somehow their beds seemed to pick up more than a king-size mattress. Yep, sounds about right. In total, the amount was really close picked up from both of these. All right, results time, and we're going to start with the FEPPO. This is the one I've owned for months. This is the one I really enjoyed, even over my automatic one, because this one regularly picks up more dust. But when compared to the JIGOO, we see some pretty interesting results here. So definitely basic. The screen over here on the side, a little bit more basic, and the little dust mite indicator is pretty much always on green, and that's because we clean our beds regularly, and I just assumed that, you know, it's fairly clean. I picked up a fair amount of dust and particles. Really easy to empty out. Experience is about the same with both, and no real complaints with this one. It has always just worked. But then there's the JIGOO, and the experience for me, so much different. Essentially in the same tier, very similar budget ranges, and there's some things I really did like about the JIGOO, which totally surprising. The clear design of the canister, I can see every bit of dust that's being picked up. Now, not a huge deal, but it is kind of nice to see that you're actually doing something with it. The screen is just front and center. It is just right there next to your thumb. You don't have to look off to the side, so it's larger. But for me, the difference is the dust mite index. That percentage that you see right here, so large, and it really gives you a good indication of how well you're actually cleaning. So with the FEPPO, everything was always green, always looking good, and you just kind of do all your passes. It's a powerful vacuum. and that's great. But the difference with this one is that it's more of a targeted experience. And if you stay over one spot long enough, you will see that the dust mite index is going to go down. And so it allows for a way better targeted cleaning experience. And I was really impressed with that. And then I did the same cleaning, you know, one side of the bed for one of these and the other side for the other one. And then same with the toddler beds. I did one bed and then the other bed. All the beds, all the sides get about the same amount of use. So pretty fair comparison. And this one just picked up a little bit more. Very similar, but this one just squeezed a little bit more out of it. And for me, all those differences kind of just really added to the experience overall. And I'm really impressed with this one overall. The FEPPO's just built a great name for itself, and it's been great to us for months, but the JIGOO's taken over, in my opinion. Might be slightly higher budget, very similar overall, but I think that this one is worth it in every single way. Both of these options still pick up more than my automatic one does. The automatic one is pretty nice, but it runs out of battery, and so corded really is just the best way. I mean, do it yourself, take, 5 minutes to clean your bed or whatever surface, and you're gonna get better results out of it. Just take the extra time to do it. So, overall winner, JIGOO bed vacuum. The heat function, the performance, the screen with the percentage, perfect. This is pretty incredible for a bed vacuum. Check it out.